Bonjour, and a very warm welcome to Langmitra. I'm Chloe, your guide on this exciting journey to learning French. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here, taking your very first step into the beautiful world of French, and I know you're going to love it. This is Module 1, Lesson 1. Your French journey begins. Bienvenue to Langmitra.
Bonjour, Chloe. Devendra, and I'm really excited to start. I've always wanted to learn French, so this is a big moment for me.
That's wonderful to hear, Devendra, and it is a big moment. Before we dive into our first French words, let me quickly explain what you can expect from this course and how the Langmitra system works. Our French for English speakers, the Absolute Beginner's Foundation course, is structured into modules, and each module builds upon the previous one, guiding you from absolute zero to conversational ability in everyday situations. We'll start with sounds and survival basics, move to introducing yourself, talking about daily life, travel, and much more. Each lesson, like today's, is a podcast conversation where we learn through listening and speaking together. But the learning doesn't stop here. After each lesson, you'll find dedicated study cards, like flashcards, to review all the new vocabulary, grammar points, and cultural insights we discuss. There's also a practice section where you can test your pronunciation, build short sentences, and answer quiz questions to solidify what you've learned. And finally, at the end of each module, there's an assessment to help you track your progress and ensure you're ready for the next step. My biggest advice, Devendra, is to engage with those study cards and practice exercises regularly. Consistency is key. This is a beginner-level course, so we'll take things step by step, ensuring you build a strong foundation. Are you ready to get started?
Yes, Chloe, absolutely. The structure sounds great, and I'm eager to jump in. I'm especially keen on the practice section. So what are we going to achieve in this first lesson?
Excellent question, Devendra. Today, we're going to do quite a bit. First, we'll solidify your understanding of the course roadmap and what milestones you'll hit. Second, we'll explore why French is such an incredible language to learn. Think global opportunities, travel, and cultural connections. And third, and perhaps most excitingly, you'll speak your very first French phrases with confidence. We'll also touch upon the mindset that will make you successful.
That sounds like a lot for a first lesson, but exciting.
It is, but we'll make it fun and accessible. So let's start with the why. Why French, Devendra? Beyond personal interest, French opens so many doors. Did you know it's spoken by over 300 million people worldwide across 5 continents? It's an official language in 29 countries.
Wow, I knew it was widely spoken, but 29 countries is more than I thought. So what are some of these benefits you mentioned?
Great question. Let me list a few. Firstly, career opportunities. French is a working language of the UN, NATO, UNESCO, the International Olympic Committee, and the International Red Cross. So if you're interested in international relations, diplomacy, or working for global organizations, French is a huge asset. Secondly, travel. Imagine exploring Paris, hiking in the Swiss Alps, or visiting the vibrant markets of Quebec, Canada, and being able to communicate with locals. It transforms the experience.
That's a strong point, Chloe. I've always wanted to visit France, and being able to speak even a little would make a huge difference.
Absolutely, Devendra. Thirdly, cultural immersion. French is the language of art, cuisine, fashion, dance, and architecture. Learning French gives you direct access to masterpieces of literature, film, and music. Think of reading Victor Hugo in his original words, or understanding the nuances of a French film without subtitles.
That's fascinating. So it's not just about the language itself, but how it helps your brain, too.
Exactly. And finally, fifth, personal growth and connection. It's incredibly rewarding to connect with people from different backgrounds, understand different perspectives, and broaden your own worldview. Learning French is an act of opening yourself up to a vast, rich culture and community. It's truly transformative.
Those are compelling reasons, Chloe. I can definitely see how it would open up a lot of new experiences.
Now, are you ready for your very first French moment, Devendra? Let's start with the most fundamental greeting, bonjour. Can you say bonjour with me? It's spelled B-O-N-J-U-R-S. It literally means good day, but it's used as hello in almost any situation during the day.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Excellent! That's a fantastic start, Devendra. Your R at the end is almost perfect. It's a soft, slightly guttural sound, not rolled like in Spanish, but not entirely silent like some English Rs. Let's try it again. Bonjour. Focus on a slight on sound for the on and a soft j sound.
Bonjour.
Much better. You've got it. Now let's learn how to ask, how are you? This is a very useful phrase. In French, we say comment allez-vous, pronounced comment allez-vous. Comment means how. Aller comes from the verb aller, meaning to go. So literally, I go well, and vous is the formal you.
Comment allez-vous?
Close, Devendra. The aller part is tricky. It's like aller with the emphasis on the lay. Let's try to link it. Comment allez-vous? Imagine it flowing together.
Comment allez-vous?
Perfect. That's a significant improvement. And how do you respond when someone asks, comment allez-vous? You can say, je vais bien, merci, pronounced je vais bien, merci. Je means I, vais is go, so literally, I go well, and bien means well. Merci means thank you.
Je vais bien, merci.
Almost there, Devendra. The bien has a nasal en sound, not quite bn, but more like bn with a slight nasalization. And the merci has a soft r again. Try je vais bien, merci.
Je vais bien, merci.
Fantastique. That was excellent, Devendra. Now let's do a quick role play. Imagine we've just met at a conference. You greet me, ask how I am, and I'll respond. Then you respond to my question back.
Okay, I'm ready. Bonjour, Chloe. Comment allez-vous?
Je vais bien, merci. Et vous?
Oh, et vous. I didn't learn that yet. I'll just say, je vais bien, merci.
That's perfectly fine for now. You used what you know confidently, and et vous is a great follow-up for next time. For now, let's stick with your excellent je vais bien, merci. You just had your very first French conversation. How does that feel?
It feels great, Chloe. I actually spoke French. This is really encouraging.
That's the spirit, Devendra, and that brings us to the importance of mindset. Learning a language isn't about perfection, it's about progress. You will make mistakes, and that's not just okay, it's necessary for learning. Think of it like a child learning to walk. They fall down countless times before they run, right? Embrace those falls as part of the journey.
That's a good analogy. I tend to get frustrated easily if I don't get something right away.
I understand that entirely, Devendra, but remember, every mistake is a learning opportunity. Also, consistency beats intensity. It's better to practice 15 to 20 minutes every day than to have one marathon session once a week. Use those Langmitra study cards and practice exercises daily, even if it's just for a few minutes. Set a small, achievable goal for yourself each week. For example, by the end of Module 1, you'll be able to introduce yourself, order food, and ask for directions. What's one small goal you could set for yourself this week?
I think my goal for this week, Chloe, is to confidently say bonjour and comment allez-vous to myself and even to my reflection in the mirror, and to review the study cards every evening.
That's a fantastic and very realistic goal, Devendra. Breaking it down like that makes it manageable and builds momentum. Now, let's add one more essential phrase, au revoir, pronounced au revoir. This means goodbye. It literally translates to see again, which is a lovely sentiment.
Au revoir.
Magnifique. You've got that one down perfectly. Now, let's talk a little about French culture, because language and culture are intertwined. The French-speaking world, or la francophonie, is incredibly diverse. It's not just France. It includes Canada, Belgium, Switzerland, many countries in Africa, and islands in the Caribbean. This global reach means that when you learn French, you're not just learning about one country's culture, but a vast tapestry of cultures.
That's something I often forget. When I think French, I immediately think of France. But you're right, Chloe, it's so much bigger.
Precisely. For example, in many French-speaking cultures, there's a strong emphasis on politeness and formality, especially when addressing strangers or elders. This is why we started with comment.
One language sets you in a corridor for life. Learn language with podcast. Subscribe.